Now, many people have been second drivers, such as Bottas, Perez, Webber, the list goes on. But for me, there is one person who stands above all of them as the ultimate second driver, purely because he had 2 chances in 2 different cars to win a championship, and he still walked away from F1 empty-handed. This is the story of Rubens Barrichello. So to start off, Rubens Barrichello was born on the 23rd of May 1972 in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and he would start off his F1 career in 1993 with the team Jordan. However, in 1993, Barrichello really only had one good result to talk about, which was his 5th place in Japan, but that all changed in 1994, where he clinched his maiden podium in F1 for the Jordan team at the Pacific Grand Prix, and this season he also managed his maiden pole position in Spa. And the good results wouldn't stop coming, as in 1995, he came 2nd place, securing a podium in 1995, and the best thing he did was every time he finished a race without reliability issues or crashing out, he was scoring points or doing well. Now again, 1996 was a decent season for Barrichello, but nothing to really talk about. He got a few points every now and then, no podiums sadly for him. But again, that would all change in 1997. So he moved to Stewart in the 1997 season, where yes, he managed a 2nd place in Monaco, but apart from that, he really suffered with reliability issues, as he had 15 DNFs and actually only finished 2 of the races that season. And the reliability issues would not stop coming, as this would happen throughout the whole time Barrichello was at Stewart. But good results still happened, as through to 1999, he managed 3 more podiums along the way before getting his major breakthrough with a call-up to Ferrari. Now, Barrichello, compared to his teammates, never really showed any world-class talent in the big teams, and this definitely happened in Ferrari, as he was outpaced every season by Michael Schumacher, but he still managed multiple podiums and his first race win after 8 seasons in F1, securing 1st place in Germany, which was a really special moment for him, and would help Ferrari clinch the Constructors' Championship in 2000 with 170 points, 18 points ahead of McLaren, and he would help Ferrari do this for the next 4 seasons. But he could never win the Drivers' Championship, and the closest he got was in 2004, where he got 34 points behind Michael Schumacher, but he never really put up a championship fight worth noticing. And well, for when Ferrari were dominating the pack during the early 2000s, Rubens Barrichello was the perfect number 2 driver for them. But as soon as Ferrari started having issues in 2005, and the Ferrari dropped off the pace a little bit, Barrichello was quickly swapped out for a newer and younger Felipe Massa, as Ferrari wanted a fresh start, which then meant Rubens Barrichello moved to Honda for the 2006 season.
I'll quickly add in while I'm editing this, I'm looking at the Honda 2006, and what a beautiful car that is. Wow, I think that's one of my favourite looking cars in F1 history.
For this season, he partnered up with Jenson Button, which was a major step down for the Brazilian, as he had been very used to having the top car in F1, obviously being at Ferrari, and with Honda, their best place in the constructor was 4th in the 2006 season, where Rubens Barrichello also managed 7th in the championship, which was his best result while at the team. And the other seasons, there was nothing really to talk about, as Honda dropped further and further off the pace. And due to Honda's bad performances and problems with money in 2009, they dropped out of the sport, meaning everyone thought Rubens Barrichello was going to be another driver who just couldn't win a championship, until Honda was bailed out. Now, Honda was bailed out, and in come the new team Brawn GP, who keep the lineup of Barrichello and Jenson Button, giving them a lifeline. And not only a lifeline, but the fastest car on the grid, with Brawn securing a 1-2 in qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix and a first and second place in the race.
And not only on the racetrack was this race crazy, but outside as well, because obviously for the start of the 2009 season, every team who didn't have a double diffuser was complaining about every team who did have a double diffuser. And then obviously Hamilton and Trulli had that mishap behind the safety car, leading Hamilton to get disqualified and actually have to do a full apology in press. It was mayhem.
Really showing that Brawn was there to win this championship. And with that, Rubens Barrichello. However, as with his career so far, again, he just could not beat his teammate. Now this time it was a bit closer, with Barrichello being 18 points behind Button, but he was only third in the Drivers' Championship as Vettel actually did better than him. And with this was his last chance to win a championship. And now, there were some problems at Brawn where Barrichello said that they favoured Button, so he thinks he could have put up more of a fight, but at the end of the day, he walked out of Brawn without a championship. And this would be the last chance for him to get a championship, as he never got a car like that again, as he moved to Williams in 2010 for a few seasons, and their car just wasn't up to standards, leading him to retire. And that really is his story, leading a man who had 11 race wins, 14 pole positions, 68 podiums, a 19-year-long career driving for teams such as Ferrari, Brawn, Williams, Jordan, Stewart and Honda, to leave the sport without a championship.